3, 2, 1.
Dual Perspectives.
805. What's
There it
up?
is.
Hello.
What's going
Welcome
on?
back to
Here
another
we
Dual
are.
Perspectives 805
Do you know,
podcast.
Dylan, this is number 6.
6. It is number 6.
Number 6 podcast. And
I mean, I
our
can't.
best.
I
It's
can't
gonna be
wait
our
till
best.
we're at this number 600. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Some crazy like that.
Well, it'll happen because we're on
Yeah,
a
at some
roll.
point. Yeah,
We're-
well, no,
we're-
I'm feeling
we're
good, man. We've been working on a lot. It's good to see you guys again. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't see you, but you see us, and it's good to talk to you guys again. And
Yeah, it's great. We
and,
know we have an audience out there.
yeah.
We're building an audience, and we
Slowly and
appreciate you
surely.
guys. Subscribe, and
Please.
part of our updates is that we will dye our hair any color when
At
we get to
100,000
100,000 subscribers. So
I'm scared. Please don't do it. I don't want to do it.
come on, subscribe.
I do. Yeah, no, please subscribe.
Get your friends,
yeah,
your friends,
everybody,
friends,
get
friends,
everybody to
friends,
subscribe.
friends.
I'm excited. It's not
Relatives.
it's not a matter of being scared. Like, I am excited though.
Yeah.
If we do 100,000 subscribers, that'd be crazy.
We're shooting for it.
Yeah,
You know, we're shooting
you
for the
never know.
sky.
You never know, right?
Yeah.
You just never know. But I'm
So we got
excited
some
for it.
updates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to start off with
Sure.
last podcast?
Yeah, last podcast I did go see Eddie Vedder, and one of the questions that Dylan had for me was, "Is Pearl Jam
First time.
Pearl? I can talk. Pearl Jam still together?" And I said no, but that was wrong.
That's a lie. You're a liar.
researched
is
it.
what you are. Yeah.
A fib, I guess you call it. White lie.
You
I
didn't
don't know.
research it. We researched it together, and I
I
found
said
out
we
he was
researched
lying.
it. We.
Oh, I thought you said I researched it. No,
no,
he was
I would.
lying. You
And-
liar.
I misspoke. Okay,
Yeah.
Pearl Jam is still together for the record.
It is. They are.
So
still together.
disregard my
Yeah.
other comment.
Yeah. Don't listen to him. He's a liar. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to him, or don't, or whatever you want.
Well, I hope you listen to me. And no, I don't
Yeah.
lie, but I do make up some
and
stuff.
do understand that we're not always 100% on our
No,
facts.
no, don't
And it's
fact
not.
check
It's
us.
not. Yeah. But no, fact check us.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Please fact check us.
Check us fat.
Fact check us, not fat check us. That'd be a bad time. Not even grabbing the guts. He's still rocking the Steelers gear.
Oh, yeah.
Are we doing good this year?
Well, no, we're doing horrible. It's a rough season, but it's a building.
It
year
is a
for
building
the- yeah.
season because we
We
did
have a
lose
rookie
Roethlisberger.
quarterback, yeah,
And I don't know about rookie quarterback,
Oh, he's a
but
rookie.
he's a rookie.
Yeah, it's,
Trubinsky. Is that
No,
his
it's
name?
the other guy. They
Ralph,
Biddle. I think his name is Biddle.
Yeah, Trubinsky.
No, Trubinsky. They changed it with a rookie Biddle or something.
Oh, yikes.
Something like that.
Oh,
Anyways, he
yikes.
tries. He's got a
That's
good future ahead
crazy.
of him.
I am
He's got
not
some
a
skills.
Steelers fan anymore. Imagine if I was a bandwagon kind of guy. No. I mean, when it gets to the playoffs, I'm like, well, I'll root for this team or I'll root for this team. You
Well,
know,
I'm
whatever.
hoping
It
they can
doesn't
just
really matter.
win
You know,
one
win
right
a
now. I
Super
think
Bowl, yeah.
we're 1-3.
Oh, yikes. Oh, yeah. Anyways, off of that topic,
Yeah, forget about that.
we have a few things to talk about today.
We do.
We're going to talk about, obviously, the updates with the Pearl Jam did not break up. They still banned. Eddie Vedder is
confirmed.
doing his own thing currently. Is he also with Pearl Jam?
I think they're gonna get
They're
ready
still touring?
going tour again.
Probably.
Don't ask me. I just know they're not broken
I know,
up.
yeah, they're not broken up.
I'm making more comments.
Anyways, yeah, and then we also we're gonna talk about digital recording and
versus analog.
analog.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we're gonna talk about robots and singularities. That's a cool topic. And then we're gonna have a short commercial break from JDK Mines. We're talking about the
The band Chicago and.
I'm saying, what are we talking about for the commercial today?
Oh, I think it's for the Lucky Autowood.
Lucky Auto.
Yeah,
Yep, Lucky Auto.
It's
with
great,
it.
you know,
and then
they'll
yes,
knock
and then
on
we were
wood.
talking about Chicago, and they did recently just drop a new album,
Right.
which I was talking with him about before the podcast.
We
And then
listened to some of it.
And then we're talking about the fashion of now and obviously then when
Back
he
in my
was
day.
younger. Yes, absolutely. And then we're talking about world news, and then we're going to wrap it up for you guys. Let's start off with the digital recording and compared to the analog recording. Dad, what is your perspective on digital and analog?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that
That's hard to say. Digital and analog.
the digital recording is far more convenient.
Yeah.
And when you can do it at home, and it's less expensive once you have some basic equipment. But you don't get the same full sound that you did with analog. And so some studios are using analog boards along with digital, combining the two to try and recapture some of that.
Yeah.
The depthness of this. Neither of us can talk tonight.
Oh my, yeah.
But we'll
no.
give it a shot.
I'm exhausted and tired.
Oh, He's tired.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, he's tired. I am tired.
I'm never tired.
Oh yeah, that's a lie. Actually, you know what? That might not be a lie because he is crazy.
So what do you think? You never recorded with analog equipment?
No,
Yeah,
I've only used digital. Digital recording is great. I mean, it's so easy and simple, and there's never a point to where like I have to like with analog. It's a lot more of like actually really knowing what you're doing. Like you have to really know what you're doing to really record with analog. I feel like to
the editing
make it
process.
Sound good. Yeah, to make it actually
if you're
sound
actually
good.
splicing
and like
tape and recording
you have
tape
to actually sound actually know what you're doing to make it sound good.
It took a lot more takes.
Yeah.
Now you can record
For
it.
digital, it's just
go
boom,
in there,
control
trim
Z,
it up,
boom, control Z, boom, control Z,
right,
boom, or
yeah.
again, like you can chop it at a certain point and then come back and record it at that certain point.
So if you
don't have
guys are musicians out there,
what do you
and you
prefer?
like to record, let us know what
digital,
your software
analog,
is.
Whatever you prefer to record with. But I really enjoy recording with digital. I mean, it's so easy. It doesn't have the same sound, obviously, as analog. I feel like analog has a better sound to it, and it's more real instead of like digital is just so easy.
Well,
It's so
that's
easy to
what they're
record with it
combining.
now.
I think you use a lot more compression, which it's cleaner, but it can sound a little overproduced too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, there's some songs definitely sound low. I'm like, that's just too much. That's too much. And there's some songs that are underproduced. Like you notice they just record them and they're like, all right, good, you're good to go. Like there's anything on them. They don't produce them at all, which is some of the local guys that for hip hop nowadays. I noticed that we have a lot of issues with that. Like it's very underproduced music. They don't care.
Well, the final mix, that's what's going to determine
it's a huge thing,
how your music's going to be heard and accepted
100%.
or critiqued. So, yeah.
Okay, so up next is robots and singularities.
Okay, you familiar with the term singularity and what that entails?
Not really.
So what they're saying with singularity is that eventually we're going to create a computer, and they some claim we already have, that's just going to overtake the human mind and thought process. It's going to be so advanced that far beyond anything the human mind could ever do, and then take control over everything, from our electrical grid to our nuclear weapons. Everything's, computerized.
Yep.
And so some say that singularity could also be the answer to all our problems and figure out how to, for instance, energy, clean, renewable, reusable energies, clean water, how to purify our water, all these things, cure cancer, everything like that.
So there's going to be some type of robot that can do all of these things?
Well, no, this is separate from the robots.
Okay.
Singularity is a computer.
Oh, a computer. Okay. I get it.
And so the other school of thought is that singularity will be our demise. That once that happens, it'll just be over. We're just going to go down the tubes.
What's the point of having it of humans?
Yeah, right.
Because when you have that, you can just be like, hey, computer, how do I solve this? Well, I got it right here. Blah, 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 and there you go.
Along with robots. So robots are the next phase. I remember after PCs and everything really came of age, they asked Bill Gates, what's next? And he said, robots. And more you see these robots that can, flip burgers and they can wait on tables and, they do all these functions.
For the serving aspect, like actually being
in the restaurant industry.
The restaurant industry,
But in every industry. So
Interesting.
I think at some point, we're going to be a lot of robot repair people. That'll be the jobs because
they've been talking about that a lot. Like that's what it is. I think my perspective on it is like with the singularities. I mean, that's scary. I mean, the fact that all of a sudden like it knows everything. Like there's no. I feel like we might actually already be to that point. I mean, you can ask Siri anything you want.
Some people claim that there's a computer somewhere
that probably
that is so.
And they probably have cured cancer 20 times over, but they don't want to talk about it.
If everybody lived, then it'd be a lot more people.
That's a conspiracy. Let's stay away from it.
Okay, we need to stay away from that.
And then for robots, I mean, Bill Gates is kind of right. I mean, what's next? Really, it's robots. I mean,
I'm surprised we don't see more robots in our everyday life.
Do you know why we don't see more robots? Because they're still so in the testing phase of robots. I've seen a lot. Actually, there was a robot, like a robot that's supposed to be like a cop kind of robot that killed like lab professors. Like
just
I think
RoboCop.
It was 3 or 4. That's funny. No, but they're trying to create those robots that can be in the shooting range and do what they're supposed to do.
The military too. They also say they send them robots out like Star Wars. Well,
that's the thing too. They have pilots and they spend all this money on jets, but it's like, why not make a drone? Like, you're going to get a lot more out of a drone. You don't have to worry about people dying. You're going to send a drone in there. It does the same job 10 times better, perfectly, and you can just, boom, drop it off, and you're done. Goodbye. Why even send someone in
And
there?
maybe someday human beings will use this
Yeah,
technology
be in
for
peace.
peaceful means.
Oh, my gosh.
yeah,
I know, for real. It
to
sucks,
help each
man. It
other
sucks.
and to make life easier for everyone. You know.
But
So-
yeah, I mean, in my perspective, I think that robots are going to at some point take over in singularity, and we're going to be kind of screwed. Sorry, I had a burp.
that's your perspective.
I inhaled in my perspective, yeah. I inhaled a burger that he made. It was really good. So let's come back up. Excuse me.
We don't miss a meal around here
Oh, absolutely not.
at
100%.
the Meadow Lark Studio.
No. Now up next, we're talking about
We got a commercial coming up.
the commercial coming up right now from JDK Mines. Let's do it.
All right, be right back. Oh man, I got to get home. It's getting late. But I better slow down. Look, that CHP. It's gonna pull me over. Oh no, he went by. Knock on wood. Glad I had my Lucky Auto wood with me so I can knock on wood. If you ever need to knock on wood and you're in your car, you better have one too. The Law, Lucky Auto Wood by JDK Mines.
All right, awesome.
We're
Thank you
back,
so
yeah.
much, JDK Mines. I
Knock
love
on
that. Yeah,
wood,
please.
knock on
Oh my
wood.
goodness, yeah.
If you're
I don't want
driving,
that
you
to
don't have
happen.
any wood to knock on, you got to get a Lucky
You have to
Auto
get
Wood.
Lucky Auto Wood. If
They're
you don't have it,
inexpensive.
then
Put it right there with a Velcro or magnet on your dashboard.
you have to
Bam,
do
bam,
it.
bam.
You have to do it.
You
And
can
if you
do
don't
it,
have
yeah.
it, then that's
Let
up
us
to you.
know.
'Cause you
We
to do it.
have Lucky Auto Woods for you if you are
You know,
interested.
we do
Yeah.
have Lucky Auto Woods for you.
We certainly
and
do,
I
yeah.
definitely have one in my whip, and I will soon.
yeah.
Very, very
Yes.
soon.
Make a great Christmas gift.
It will,
Yeah.
yes. Now we're talking about Chicago's new album, or the Chicago in general. Dow, what do you think about Chicago still producing music and putting old album
After
out?
all these years, so when I was real young, probably around 12 or so, my late great brother Jim, who tended to be late, but times was great. He turned me on to the Chicago Transit Authority. That was their first album. That's what it was called.
So he wasn't like a rock kind of guy. He was, but I feel like Chicago. I feel like there was the rock guys and there was the Chicago guys who wanted like the slow melody.
Well,
like
so you're
jazz kinda music.
confusing the original Chicago with.
And was the original Chicago
They
very
were more-
rocky?
Yeah,
and,
the
oh, okay.
the
All right.
guitarist. I'm having a little
Darren Blank.
little blank, but
It's okay.
there's some great programs on Netflix about Chicago, the history
I'll
of
have to watch something
Chicago.
about it. Yeah.
But they started out as Chicago Transit Authority. They were a lot more rocked out.
Okay.
They still had the horns and everything.
Yeah. But it wasn't
more like a
as-
fusion
yeah.
rock.
I know. I listened to a lot of their old music, and it was very like.
Like 2564.
Yeah, they had like they had that, you know, that the saxophone to them and stuff like that, and the horns and stuff. But it wasn't like as like it was more like rocky.
It wasn't as
wasn't
pop.
really. It was more kind of like Pink Floyd. I feel like with like the instruments being the main part of it.
Or
And,
Traffic.
and- yeah,
a band
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, then what happened was they started getting a little more pop oriented in the late 70s. Peter Cetera started singing lead on songs like "If You Leave Me Now," and so it's real syrupy love
And that's
songs.
what is that what turned
And
them
then-
into like more of the
and
pop
then
vibe?
and then when David Foster got with them, they weren't really had a good contract or anything at that time because they've been around a long time and their music changes.
Yeah, of course.
And so he said, okay, you need a front guy because of MTV, and he picked him, and he had a great voice. He wrote a lot of songs, and they were all love songs, and they were very popish.
Is he still with them? Because the new album that they dropped recently, it's not very. It's more about like old times, and which is still good. I mean,
It has a vibe. It has that like
it's-
Chicago
yeah.
3 or 4
I was about to
vibe
say,
to
yeah,
it.
it has the old Chicago vibe.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like something different or something, I mean, which it is. It's not. It sounds a lot more poppy as of now today than as before. Because before I noticed it was a lot less about the voice. Like whoever produced their music, I mean, great producer, but they didn't put enough emphasis in the voice. Like they kind of would put the voice as the background and kind of try
Some
to
of the
add
mixes,
it. And
yeah.
in the mixes they would try to add it into the instruments, but I feel like it should have been more as like a front kind of thing because the voice is amazing. I mean, and the songs are beautiful. Like and
Yeah,
they're
I
talking
think-
about something real, like, and it's a lot of. it's a lot of heartbreak and love songs, but it's good music. I mean, I'm not
Love and
I've
Loss.
Never, yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to listen to the new songs a little
Yeah.
bit more to see if they can grow on me.
Yeah.
Because they're real new. They're all new. It's all new.
They're a new type of
What's
kind
the
of
name
vibe.
of the album?
It's not If This Is Goodbye. That's one of the songs. Let me look really quick. Let me grab my phone really
It
quick.
was something. And now for something new or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Chicago. All right.
It is Born for This Moment. That is the name of
we
the
were
new
way
album.
off. Born
Yeah,
for this moment.
Born for This
So
Moment.
check it out if you like
Yeah,
Chicago.
if you like Chicago, please.
They
yeah.
got more back to
It's-
the horn-driven sound on this one.
It's-
I like that.
It feels like the old type of a Chicago,
yeah.
but like it's weird because like the old type of Chicago, like with music part of it, like the instrumental, but new type of Chicago with like the singing, and I feel like it's more put in the front now. It's not as put in the background, and like I don't. It wasn't never put in the background. It was more of like it's hard to explain I feel like for me. Because like I listen
From
to a
your
lot of
perspective?
Chicago, from my perspective, yeah, I listen to a lot of Chicago, like the new and the old, and I like them all. I mean, there's nothing wrong
You
with
have a
them.
favorite Chicago song? Or am I putting you on the spot?
Oh, put me on the spot. Favorite Chicago song.
I like, does anybody know what time it is? That's an old one.
Wow, does anybody? Does
anybody really
that is
care?
an old, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an old song.
That's a great tune.
It's one of their more like well-known ones. Hard Habit to Break.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
That's a really
yeah.
good song. I love that song.
I know that woman.
Yeah. I hope not,
All right.
because she's a hard habit to break.
If you guys like Chicago, if
please
you want
let
to
us
critique the
know.
new album, you want to let us know what you think.
I like it. I honestly
Yeah.
think it's something new. You know, like I like Jackson Brown's new album.
Hey, they're
too.
still at it.
It was a little more too much like world newsy kind of to me for Jackson Brown. Like it was a little too intense on the
Too political for Jackson Brown?
Yeah. I know for real. He's very political.
Well, some of his albums
But he's
were
more-
love songs,
Yeah,
and others
yeah.
were more political. but-
I feel like for me, it's a little too political. I feel like it could be less political. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I do want to take a second here and say that we are getting closer and closer to Halloween. Our next
That's right.
podcast, we
Yes,
should don't listen to
you're
the updates. We are going to dress up.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
we are
gonna
going to
be
have
fun.
a podcast,
Yeah.
and hopefully get this decorate a little more. We're going to throw some cobwebs up and stuff. We're having a little Halloween hangout with some friends
Oh, yeah.
and some family, so we're going to try to get it a little more spooky in here, and we are going to dress up for our next podcast.
Yeah,
Just want to say that really
it'll
quick.
be the dropped on the Thursday before
It'll be
Halloween,
the
which is a
28th
Monday.
or something
yeah.
like that. Or
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But
One
look
of
forward to
those
that.
dates,
It's going to be
yes.
fun.
It will
We
be
got some good
soon.
topics,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
kinds
I'm
of fun,
excited,
good
yeah.
topics. So,
Yeah,
it's
and
coming up.
let us know what you're dressing up for Halloween. We'd love to
Yeah.
know, and we'd love to think about it. And
You can even send
and
us
you'll
a
see.
picture of you and your
yeah,
costume.
I'd say whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Please let us know. Okay, now we're gonna talk about some fashion now and then.
fashion.
And now and then means in the sense of like, look at the fly, he's just flying around having a good time. We have a fly issue, I swear. But in the middle of like 805 Studios. But we're gonna have
It's one fly. Now we have a fly.
no, there
issue?
was like 15 flies in here earlier.
Well, yeah,
They must have ran out, Dad. I don't know what's going on here. But so fashion, for me, in my perspective, fashion now is obviously way different than it was then. But at the same time, it's like completely the same thing. Like, I mean, obviously in the 70s and the 2000s, it was different. I mean, in the 70s, you're dressing up really tight with bell-bottom pants, with the hippie shirt and like, or something that looks like, different, like the hippie button up or whatever, and like the top open, you have the chest out, and like that's what they
Well, there was
that's
two-
what they put out as like
When
the
I
main
was-
hippie outlook. I mean, what
You
do
know,
you?
I wore that
Yeah,
clothes.
I was say,
so
yeah.
from my
Let us
perspective-
know, Dad. Yeah, let
First
us know.
of all, jeans, they came about in the 60s. Everybody started wearing jeans. So by the time 70s rolled around, yes, they had the wider bells, the hip huggers for men and women.
Yep.
And Land Lovers was a brand that we wore. And they had the rib tight fitting shirts with the little zipper in the front
Yep.
there, And
You rocked out in it. I know you did. Dad.
and then the other side was the disco thing, and that's where they had the pointy colors and the
yeah,
leisure
the
suits,
flannels,
polyester
like the
leisure
flannels,
suits.
right? Not like
They
flannels,
were polyester
but
leisure
polyester
suits.
leisure suits. Wow. Okay.
We
right.
didn't wear those. We
No,
were the
yeah,
cool
no.
guys. We like to
But were the disco guys not
go to
the cool
thrift
guys?
shops and get.
What about the guys that are like staying
well,
alive?
we saw them as kind of plastic and kind
Oh,
of trendy.
okay.
We were more
We're
into Pink
different. We're
Floyd,
not-
Jimi
yeah.
Hendrix.
We're different kind of in vibes,
My role model was
I don't know.
Jim Morrison.
Led Zeppelin, man. I don't know what the heck Robert Plant was wearing. I'm sorry. I watched it. It's weird now because in my perspective, like we don't dress like that. We dress like hip hop artists, which is like the saggy pants and the t-shirt and but it has to look good. Like you gotta have a nice watch on you. You gotta have a nice t-shirt on you. The grills, I feel like that's how we dress nowadays more than we don't dress like that. Like with the button up that is like the feminine shirt that has it's like
the ruffles
a crop top
and everything.
Yeah, I could if you see a guy now wearing a crop top, I mean you look at him and in a different type of way. In my perspective, but obviously we accept anybody and whatever the heck they want to wear. We don't freaking care. But it's just like I feel like the society as a whole, now I feel like are more concerned on what people wear.
Well, how about belts? So belts when we were growing up. They had the wide belts, and they had
we don't wear that anymore.
Yeah,
now it's
buckles.
The Gucci belts,
Just
and
thinner,
it's just expensive.
Belts. Yeah,
we wear ripped jeans that we spend $180 on for one pair.
We used to bleach and draw peace signs and stuff on our jeans.
We don't do that. I mean, we don't. I mean, it's so weird now because the difference in clothing from the 60s and 70s to now is this. It's the same because they're bringing back that same type of look. Because I know men that do wear crop tops. It
comes back around.
It's just going to keep repeating over and over again.
Ross dressed for less. I mean, the average working class person
usually shops there.
You get some good deals. But
I'll happily say I shop there. I love that place, man. I found some good clothes. I mean, not all my clothing comes from this didn't come from there. The shirt did. I love the shirt. It's a nice freaking shirt.
This one was a gift.
I have some buffalo wing sauce on it. I spilled some buffalo wing sauce earlier on myself.
No extra charge. So fashion has changed. Yeah. But people always need to wear clothes.
Yeah,
so,
I'm about to say, so it's either going to be different or it's going to be something new. I mean, it doesn't matter what really is going on with fashion.
But let us know. Yeah. I mean, do you like thrift stores, going and finding obscure clothing from other...
Or are you like, I'm trendy and I dress like everyone else, which is okay too.
Have the latest fashions, latest styles.
If you want to do that, then by all means, please.
Your latest styles.
Now we're going to talk about some world news. Hopefully it's a little happier. News.
Yes. All right.
I'm not even talking about that. Let's go over here
and think of something positive in the world news today. Okay.
Indian teacher whose hand was cut off for an exam.
Okay, that's not good news. No, we don't like that
deal
one.
To ease Venezuela migration. I hope that's going well because I know that's a crazy situation. Migration in general.
Yeah, we don't have
Russia
the answers
right now
to that,
going
guys.
Crazy. Fresh push to return Elgin marbles to Greece. I hope they return it. I mean,
if it's theirs, it should return. I know I watched a movie on Austria where the
and we're not saying that bad news is a bad obviously it's a bad thing, but we don't want to it's not saying we're trying to jump past it, not talk about it. Yeah. We would just rather keep it a little more happy than than people we don't want to talk about all about how horrible it is Russia is with Ukraine or Thailand with what's going on or Taiwan or whatever.
We can make up some good news.
Yeah, I'm about to say we could make up some stuff, but we want to peek into it just so you guys can get a sense of it because I know I don't keep up on world news.
That's why we look into what's going on around the world. And
I mean, unless it's just so sad, which a lot of the times it's really sad. Like right now, I mean, it's just sad. I mean,
the governments can't control the people. The people aren't happy. They can't get along. They're getting oppressed. They're getting repressed and
we want
depressed
people to be happy. Obviously, you don't want them to be sad. I mean, that's just a bad situation.
Dual Perspectives 805 is all about
happiness,
people being in harmony, talking to each other, a father and a son,
conversating,
understanding each other's perspectives,
and having a moment to where we can understand each other's perspectives because a lot of parents stuff like that don't get that chance. And the only reason why we really throw world news in here is because of the fact that we realize it's more important. I mean, it's not more important, but it's important to talk about everything that's going on in the world, not just what's going on with us or what's going on in this little area. And we try to keep it to minimal because we don't want to talk about horrible thing that's going on in the world. We want to keep, it's important. I don't get us wrong and say that it's not important, but we don't want us. We like you said, Dad. We want it to be a happy environment, something you can come to turn to, that makes you smile and laugh, and we have a good time, and we talk about good things. We don't want to talk about sad things.
So in India right now, though, I did hear that there's some Peace Corps personnel that are helping a village to get some clean water and food and help the children build a school for them.
Awesome.
And so that's really good news.
That is good.
Yeah. And, in South America, the drug cartels have decided to give all their money to help the poor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That's
that'll
not
be the
true.
day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We can only hope.
I know, really.
Greed is the enemy.
It is. It's hard. It's hard to say that it's not, because it is the enemy. It really is the enemy. It sucks.
With that
Money.
in mind, though, if you guys know any good things that are happening around the world,
please
I'm sure you're in another
Let
place
us
in the
know.
world.
We have comments available.
We're
If
in
you
our
want to
own
let us
little
know, let us know. I mean, there's not much
We'd
more
like
we
to
can say.
hear. We really would.
Yeah, we would. We would love to hear. We're excited for next week.
Oh,
Hope
yeah,
to
it's
see
going
you
to be
guys
fun.
there.
Yeah, check that out.
Again, we are Dual Perspectives 805. We really appreciate you guys hanging out. He's doing weird things with his hands
Number
as per
6.
usual. It is number 6. Thank you guys again. Subscribe, comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know what color you enjoy. Let us know about all the topics we talked about today. Excuse me.
On Dual Perspectives.
Yes, please.
Perspectives.
And that's it.
I have my perspective, the old school perspective.
And I have the new school perspective. Anyways, thank you guys
Peace
again.
out.
We're out. My God.